Good morning, my dear student. Myself Anjum Abbasi, working as assistant professor in Galgotias University. Today I am going to take Medical Surgical Nursing 2. Topic is Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation and subject code is 3001. So first one, we will introduce the topic. What is the introduction? So we can say it is a life-saving procedure given to those who develop cardiopulmonary arrest, defined as chest compression and assisted ventilation, and time interval between collapse to initiation of CPR and collapse to defibrillation is most important thing. Next, consists of basic life support and advanced life support. So BLS is having manual practice and then defibrillation. We can say this is combination of these two. Next is the definition of CPR. So CPR is a basic emergency procedure for life support which is consisting of artificial respiration and manual external cardiac massage. Next is the purpose. So purpose is to establish effective ventilation and circulation to prevent irreversible brain damage from anoxia and to decrease immature mortality rate of patient in hospital. Next is the indication, means to whom you can perform this procedure. Next, either it may be cardiac arrest condition or it may be respiratory arrest. So respiratory arrest regulating from drowning, stroke, foreign body, drug overdose, smoke inhalation, suffocation, myocardial infarction, and coma. In cardiac arrest, there will be sudden and complete loss of cardiac function, sudden collapse with loss of consciousness, pulse absent, no respiration. Next is the type of CPR. So generally, CPR is given manually cardiac compression along with rescue breathe. So we can say this is CPR or BLS, and in the last we can use defibrillator also. So generally we can say BLS is of two types, CPR and ALS. Next, BLS. It is a sequence of procedure performed to restore the circulation of oxygenated blood after a sudden pulmonary or cardiac arrest, and chest compression and pulmonary ventilation performed by anyone who knows how to do it anywhere immediately without any other equipment. Next, aim or goal. What is the goal? Why to perform this procedure? So this is needed to ensure open airway and adequate ventilation to maintain circulation until help comes and definite treatment with advanced life support can be administered. So until a patient cannot go on to the emergency ambulance arrive, till then we can continue the procedure. Next, ALS or advanced life support. So this is a procedure which is the advanced form of BLS, in which we are intubating the patient, we are connecting the patient with the ventilation, and we are giving IV access to the patient, we are giving IV drugs. That is the advanced version of BLS. So airway secured with advanced technology, breathing is maintained with some means of breathing apparatus, and circulation is maintained by BLS along with IV access, defibrillation and appropriate drugs. Next is the procedure of CPR. So before performing the procedure, firstly we need to see the scene safety. Then we need to see if the scene is safe. Then we will come to the next step, that is the patient responsiveness. So we need to check the patient response. If victim is suspect with spinal or neck injury, then we do not need to shake or move the victim. Okay, then what we will do, we will check the patient carotid pulse here at the site of sternocleidomastoid muscle for at least 5 to 10 seconds. If still we are finding absent of pulse or no pulsation, then we will immediately announce anybody for help. Someone come for help as a second rescuer and announce the code blue or call ambulance like this. So before initiating the CPR, we need to check airway, breathing and circulation. So earlier it was A, B, C. Later on, as per the 2016 WHO guidelines, it has been changed as CAB. Circulation first, then airway, then breathing. So mnemonic is CAB. We need to check first circulation, secondly airway, and third one is breathing. Okay. So if you found all these are absent or interrupted or about to cease, in that stage you can start CPR. So student, in this slide you can see C for circulation, means compression is given to the patient, A for airway and B for breathing. So if checking pulse no response, then circulation will be start, and airway. For airway we need to strengthen the upper airway tract. For this we will make the victims lie down in supine position, then we will make head tilt and chin lift maneuver for restricting the airway. If we suspect the victim is having any cervical or spinal injury, in that case we will be avoiding this head tilt chin lift maneuver. Then we will be go for jaw thrust maneuver, in which we will be opening the patient mouth by applying our finger and open the patient jaw. So this procedure doesn't allow tilting of the patient neck. Okay. Next is the breathing. So patient is breathing, patient taking breathing, inspiration, expiration process is going or not. How come we will know it? We need to see chest expansion and recoil. If absence means there is no breathing, and we can feel the patient expiration of air, that is the hot air. Okay, that also we can see. And in this first pic you can see compression. So how we need to sit, how we can give the compression. So this is the position that we will learn further. So student, this was about the today's class, which was for CPR lecture 1. We will be continuing the procedure of CPR, the position of both wrist square. Then if you still any doubt, you can go through these references and you can ask any query. My mail ID is anshumabasi890@gmail.com. So thank you so much all of you for paying your kind attention. Happy learning all of you. Thank you so much students.